Merriam-Webster dictionary defines the word reset as follows: to set again or anew. Collins English Dictionary says, if you reset a machine or device, you adjust or set it so that it is ready to work again or ready to perform a particular function. Thank you for joining us today as we discuss the brand new 21-day devotional by Dr. Barry Settle, Reset. It is hot off of the presses, and we are very excited to dive into this 21-day devotional at the beginning of the year 2021. So Dr. Barry Settle is a pastor. He's been pastoring over 15 years. Right now he is at Allen Chapel, African Methodist Episcopal Church in Riverside, California. He has pastored in the Kansas City area and also done ministry in the Los Angeles area. And so he knows a little bit about the need to reset. So Dr. Settle, tell us why reset?
Well, the whole concept behind reset was based on 2020. 2020 was a hard year with the pandemic, with the social unrest, with the White House, and with our own personal tragedies that we go through in life, the personal difficulties and trials that we experience. I say trials, trouble, and trauma that we experience in life, and sometimes we have to reset. And traditionally, when we start a new year, we think everything is going to be better just because it's a new year, but we have to intentionally reset our lives and intentionally adjust our spiritual dial, so to say, to line up with what God is doing in our life. I believe God is always active in the life of humanity. But to reset means that, God, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to line up with you. I'm trying to move in the path, the direction that you are calling me to move in. So reset is our intentional effort to walk closer with the Lord as we move into this new year.
Wonderful. Is this book geared more towards individual study or group study?
Actually, both. It's for individual study, to go through your personal. I think we all should have some type of devotional life. I know throughout the year I read through 2 or 3 different devotions through the year, so it can't be used individually, but it's also intended for group study, small group study, or even a large group study. So I encourage both. If you have people in your household that would like to join you in the study, that would be great. Or if you have I know I have about 2 or 3 different group chats, one mostly around sports and things like that. But if you have a group chat, that would be something that perhaps your group chat members can go through it, or small groups. However, it can be used for both. I find it should be effective with both.
Yes, I know a pastor that you know just ordered 20 copies of Reset so he can take his church through the 21 days of Reset. You also wrote 40 Days on the Narrow Road early in 2020, and this is a 40-day devotional that helps you focus as your journey from Ash Wednesday to Easter or Resurrection Sunday. And so I know this will become a favorite of many as they make that sacrifice during the 40 days to Easter. So what is the difference between 40 Days on the Narrow Road and Reset?
The focus is the same, that close walk with God as you are moving through the journey of life. So that's the same. The difference, 2 major differences. One is the print size. In Reset, I made the print a little larger because in 40 days, a lot of my members who are seniors told me that the print was a little small. Mm-hmm. So I made that intentional adjustment to make it a little bit more readable for those who purchase the copy. But The main difference is in 40 days, I kind of left some reflection space for the reader after each day. In Reset, I try to intentionally lead us through some reflection. So after you read the devotion, I'm asking for the reader to reflect on it, to wrestle with your thoughts, with the thoughts that I have tried to communicate on what God has led me in the text. So it's going to cause for you to reflect on yourself. It's going to cause for you to openly and honestly write something that would help you sort out your thoughts as you push through the day. So Reset is intended to be a morning devotion. My hope and prayer is that you would get up a little bit earlier for the 21 days, get your coffee, whatever it is that you drink in the morning, and spend some time in Reset in each of the days. The devotions aren't long, but I would hope that after the devotion, you would then go into the questions and spend some time thinking about the questions, spend some time answering the questions, spend some time wrestling, trying to sort through what you don't understand or what God may be placing on your heart at the time. Then you go through your day, and at the end of the day, in Reset, it causes for an evening reflection. To come back in the evening, perhaps before you go to bed, perhaps after dinner, and think about your day. Think about how successful or unsuccessful you were, and then to reflect on that as well. And I not on every day, but on most of the days, I ask an evening reflection question that would cause you to reflect on whatever the topic was for that day. Also with Reset, I encourage fasting. As we go through the 3 weeks, the 21 days, I'm going to encourage us to have some sort of fasting discipline throughout the 21 days, whether it is fasting from meats. I know you were talking about doing the Daniel fast, or fasting for a half a day. Some sort of physical sacrifice that would cause us to be empty. Because when we're empty, then God can fill us. Yes. God can't fill a filled cup already. We have to empty ourselves. And so it's going to cause for you to do some fasting, some daily prayers and reflection and those type of things. And I explained all of that in the introduction section of the book, how to prepare for the 21 days. So I suggest you get it a little early so that you can spend a day, at least a day, going through the introduction as you prepare yourself for the 21 days. I'll also be leading a 21-day reflection, so to say, on my social media platforms, Facebook, probably YouTube and Instagram as well. And I will be taking us through the 21 days starting on January 7th at 7:14 p.m. Pacific time. So I hope you can join me on those platforms through social media, and I'll lead us through these 21 days.
I love the intentionality of this 21-day devotional Reset. You can't just like sit back, read it, and then just say, okay, I'm done for the day. It will require you to reflect in the morning and also come back and reflect in the evening. I'm looking forward to starting it on January 7th. You can find Reset and also 40 Days on the Narrow Road on Amazon.com. All you have to do is do a search for Dr. Barry Settle and put in the title of the book, and it will pop up. And you can also join his Facebook page. It is under Dr. Barry Settle, author. So please like that, and you will be informed of all of the events that will be coming up around this book and future publications, because he is just getting started with writing. So we thank you again for joining us today as we are sharing our excitement and our gratefulness to God for this 21-day devotional. God bless you.